Hey guys, Crumbzero here, and today, the video series, which accidentally became a series for Slayer creatures. And I'm going to do things a little bit different today because we're going to be fighting the Basilisk. Okay, and what's a little strange about Basilisk is that they have a recommended item you need to use called a mirror shield so that you can be protected from their stat draining attack. But you don't actually use only a mirror shield. There are other items that you can use, and one of them that I happen to have, if I can find out where it's at, is the Mask of Stone right here, which is one of the items that can protect you in addition to the mirror shield. So you wouldn't necessarily have to use a one-handed weapon and shield if you didn't want to, if you had other items. And I linked to the Runescape wiki page that's a lot more helpful than I could ever be. Equipment protects you, but just in case, you know, things get kind of strange, it's like my rule that I try never to break, because when I do, my character, I usually end up dead in game, which is always to bring a bird teleport. In this case, if I can find it in the next couple of seconds, I'm going to bring the Ectofile. So Basilisks require level 40 Slayer to kill, and I think it's something like 20 defense, because that's a requirement to actually wield the shield itself. So we're going to take a couple thousand air runes. They're weak to air magic, so I figured it'd be best to exploit that, for lack of a better term. And a piece of food. I mean, it's speculation as to how hard they will or will not hit, you know, since I have no experience with it. Actually, I think that arrows left over from a monthly D&D or some kind of challenge I did like last night, and I'm just going to ignore that for now. Oh, I forgot my other ring for alching. We've got to set up whatever air combat spell we're going to use. I'm going to use Airwave. 62. I mean, you can use whatever you'd rather use. Okay. I'm going to use the Fremennik Slayer dungeon. Actually going to go to the place where I was when we first fought Karask, and I said, "Ooh, those are strange markings. I could end up dead if I were going to go by those." And it actually led to the room with the Fremennik Slayer dungeon. It's in the video on Karask. It's a link between the two dungeons. But to get there, the Fremennik Lodestone runs southeast. What in the world is that? Anyway, until you get way down here past the golden apple tree that you visited during the Fremennik trials, if you completed that quest. Alright, and down here, somewhere, oh, here we go, is the entrance to the Fremennik Slayer dungeon. Ouch. It goes like right outside there. So you could, oh geez, you could also use that. Let's see where that goes real quick, just in case. Let's go to, just for funsies, with the Tokuzo. AIP was displayed. I'm assuming that it'll do the same for us if we do it from here. check it out. Oh, okay. Feldip Hills. Let's see. Dungeons. Feldip Hills. Guild. Gruber's Wood. Oh, here we go. AJR. The Slayer Cave southeast of Relica. AJR is the code you want to use. And there we are. Instead of having to go to the lodestone, I mean, unless you don't have the fairy rings unlocked, you'd have to do it the Fremennik lodestone way. But otherwise, you can use fairy code AJR and get right there. All right. Now that those pleasantries are out of the way, on to it. Jump across this chasm. I have no idea. That's apparently an achievement of some manner. All right. And here are the Basilisks. Everybody else hanging out. Okay, I gotta be sure this works because I was gonna actually buy a mirror shield for this. So if this doesn't work, I want to be able to get to pour it out. My stats aren't killing themselves, so this works. All right. I'm all for grimy herbs, by the way. As far as the actual location, I like that there's a bunch of monsters in one place, so you wouldn't necessarily have to move around a lot. Sphere, nice. And as far as the actual location, now that I had found out, that there's actually an easier way to get here with the fairy rings, not exactly an A+ on that, but this is very convenient. If you had had like a Tokuzo or teleporting to Catherby or some other location, you'd be able to get back here really fast if you needed to bank or something like that. Strange. I find that a lot of times if I try to sell elemental staffs on the staffs on the GE, maybe it's just me. Basilisk boots. Nice. I know what I forgot. My ring of wealth. On. I don't have anything on. I should have a checklist for these things. Mithril hatchets aren't horrible. I mean, as far as these drops, this monster itself is only level, so the drops probably aren't going to be super spectacular-oso as far as that goes. But I mean, basically okay. And just me personally, I can pop these things in about 3 Uh-oh. Somebody's leaving drops laying around. I kind of like that, though. Let's clean this glom real quick. I kind of past me personally, I'm a little bit past the glom and Taroman stage, although sometimes I do stockpile on occasion because I'm lazy or just forget to get rid of it. Don't know if that ever happens to you or not. I also brought a bone crusher because they have little bones for me just to crush the little bones than just having to pick him up and bury him all the time. Unless, of course, they're dropped by somebody else and I pick those up. Grimy Marintel. Grimy Taroman. Drop the Marintel and the Taroman there. Full up to the point where I would probably need to leave. Soon. With all these hatchets running about. Seeing like this, like, ooh, here. He's got a mirror shield. He's got to wield one-handed, which is okay. And I'm going to have to alch something. These, as far as the drops, I mean, these aren't, I mean, compared to gargoyles, I guess those are the drops I've been most impressed with. These are quite a step down from that because, well, these monsters are easier to kill than gargoyles too. So, I mean, that's fine. These only have 4,000 hit points, so they're reasonably quick to kill. I like that. All these water stave staff things. Forgot to wear my ring of wealth. I can't believe myself on that. What on earth is that? Oh, Taroth. Right. You have to use leaf-bladed weapons or Slayer Dart on those. Like a Karask. Anyway. Alright. This video wasn't as long. I mean, based on the drops and things, I'd give them maybe a B+. I mean, gold is nice. Based on the quality and expense of these drops, I mean, I high elked a few things with my ring, and there a lot of them are like barely worth the cost of a nature rune, so it's not like I would stay here for hours and hours or anything. But the myth ore is nice. I mean, that's good. It's basically free smithing training. And I'm all for that. With any monster that drops ore, or like gargoyles who drop noted bars, or anything like that. So, I mean, if you are higher level. Wow, he's got an abyssal whip over here. That's what I was gonna bring if I would have used the shield, but I didn't know this mask that serves as protection as well as that. So we got a pair of Basilisk boots, 4K, so that's good. These water staffs are worth about 2.2K. Mithril spears, I mean, if I wanted to stay here, just try to get spears and water ins, I mean, it might be worth it for that. Just teleport with our Tokuzo. Right to the bank. And then we rocket over here. Yeah, I mean, I usually don't know what to expect. So just to make sure, if I don't know what's going to happen or really where I'm going, I just bring food and a teleport just because it's the smart thing to do. I'm only laughing because I've done a lot of things where it wasn't the smart thing to do at all, and I ended up paying the price for it. So, including, see, there's that grimy Guam right there. Including actually on a trip to Bandit Duty Free in the wilderness, level 20-ish wilderness, to buy some broad arrowheads. I killed a couple of NPCs, or I tried to, in the bandit camp with my lucky Zamorak Godsword when I was skulled, so I could safely enter the area. Up against a bandit brawler with 32,000 hit points, and I lost. So, as a result of that, I lost my lucky Zamorak Godsword that I don't have anymore. If you see me in previous videos with the red sword, like the Sword of Kings with the jagged edges all the way down from the hilt, that's that sword. So I don't have that anymore. I tried to go back. I thought because I was lucky I could never lose it. But if you're skulled, apparently being skulled takes precedence over item or not. So as a result, I don't have that anymore. And it was like, getting a winning lottery ticket and then like on the way to the store to cash it in, tripping and seeing it drift down a storm drain or something like that, It's like, oh man. Anyway. All right. I'm gonna kill these things a couple more minutes. The drops are I like the kill speed. Of course, I mean it may differ. As far as that goes, where are we? Oh, I didn't know. I forgot. It resets every time to go to the top of the travel log. And it is very convenient. What on earth is this? It says cave crawlers. Okay. And I forgot to say, uh, Fremennik tasks is like something I have like basically not worked on at all. It's a mithril hatchet. Let's see how much the mithril hatchet is. I forgot what it was. Whoop. Good for them. Because they were on it, unlike me, who was not on it. And therefore didn't get it. Alright. The gold is and kind of has to stay here a long time. to get a lot of gold if you were looking for them to just drop the gold for you. This is worth 1600 GP. It's not horrible. Ooh, Grimy Renar. I'm on that. I'm trying to train for Prif, so if I higher than Harrowlander or Taroman, I'm looking to add them to my collection so I can clean them and make potion. And Addy Fullhelm. Why on earth would somebody leave that lay? What's up with that, man? Just whatever. But I mean, an Addy Fullhelm is, it's not a huge deal. It's kind of a big deal. I also like being in places sometimes with other people because depending on whether or not they pick up what the drops or not. Because if they don't, I can pick them up. Sometimes I scavenge. Ooh, what's this? A water orb. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Those are good money. I didn't know that was part of the drop table. I mean, you can make those yourself if you have the crafting level, but if they drop it for you, you don't have to make it. And you still get the opportunity to sell it. Which is pretty good. And this XP, I mean, let's check it out. Grimy Aventone, Addy Bolts. 7 XP, nothing to sneeze at as far as that goes. The patience to kill 1,000 of these, 50k XP almost. Some monsters, if the drops aren't like super awesome, I don't stick around for forever and kill them. Just to show you guys, well, and me too, because I haven't killed these before. Drops, I mean, we got some charms. Looks like it's mostly mithril and steel equipment, though. What's this? Mithril kite shield. That's money. Should pick that up. These mithril hatchets. Entire company of lumberjacks. Oh, somebody picked it up already. Oh yeah. He knows. Ooh, knows stuff. That's fine. I mean, they'll drop some for us too, right? Sure. This a gem? Oh, no. I thought for sure it was an uncut ruby or something. Disappointedness. Ooh, somebody picked up those bones. Somebody has a Pyre Lord with them, and I can't figure out why. Terrible. Even though I've trained it, it's like I don't really actually use the skill very much at all. Except for Like maybe getting a tortoise every once in a while if I need one. Oh wow, look at these battle axes. Probably have to go to Mino and sell those. Put them on the GE over there. Grimy to Roman. I'll clean it. Whoop. Clean that too. And that. And this. We'll drop the to Roman though. Alright, lots of steel hatchets. I mean, some of the drops are okay. But it's like I wouldn't hold out for mithril kite shields all the time if I were here. But I like the location. The location with the fairy rings especially is really easy to get to. There are a lot of these little guys in one spot, so you wouldn't have to move around like that horrible session at Cave Horrors where I had to like run around a lot. I found a good spot. As far as that goes, that's about it. Not sure if you might have seen, I don't know how it's come across on video, I was able to successfully buy 2,000 grimy irit. So as a result of that, I will probably be soon to go clean it. Make some interesting things. Well, I should say, make super attack potions, because that's usually what you make. You've got to make with grimy irit. So it's like one of the things it's very good for. And we got some Basilisk boots, which is, I think, pretty cool because it's not a total loss or anything. Cool, and I got some magic XP too. So, I mean, it's a good. I mean, I'm not here to bash it. It's a good mid-level Slayer monster to train on, depending on what you're looking for. But for me, as far as like drops, the location is good. But the drops for me specifically don't really hold my interest as well as some others. It would drop a lot of seeds, or I mean, I like herbs, but it wasn't really enough for me, or like to make me want to stay there for a really long time. So that's about it. So, you know, both good and bad. There's a mix there. With most creatures there is, as far as that goes. And yeah, so if you think it's worth it to you to go out here and knock some basilisks, go ahead. Take your mirror shield or a mask of stone or other kind of protection against this stat lowering attack, so that you don't end up mostly dead in a couple of hits, because that would be horrible. Alright, that's it for this video, guys. I'm gonna get my gloves on, pop over to a world that I hopefully have a portable well somewhere, and start cleaning herbs. See how far those 2,000 irit are gonna take me. So I'll get these gloves on, and I will be going to do that. You guys have a great rest of the day. This is Chrome 2, and remember that you need to keep on gaming, getting things done, and all of that. And we'll see you guys in the next video, all right? Bye-bye.